Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho Cooking's Queen of Puddings. We're going to be using some sponge cake that's left over from where I've been doing some cake decorating. And if you get little pieces of sponge cake left over, or maybe you've got something that's got a little bit stale, you can use this perfectly for this recipe. You can use it for cake pops too, but I happen to like this better and it's a really good winter dessert. So we just tip our chopped up sponge cakes into a heat-proof bowl because this is going to be going into the oven. Then we get some strawberry jam, and I've got about 50 grams of strawberry jam here, and I'm going to dot it around the top. And I'm using a clear glass casserole dish because I like to be able to see the layers. So try and get a little bit of jam around the edge if you can, so you'll see that through the side when it makes its custard. And we're using 5 eggs, which does seem a lot, but we're making meringue to go on the top of it. Just dot that around there like so. That uses up a tiny little jar of jam I had. Just put that to one side. We want to separate our eggs. Don't get any egg yolk at all in your meringue, in your egg white, because it will not work. Okay, that's pretty clean. Put that over there. Okay, and our 5th egg is a whole egg. Okay, so we've got 4 egg whites here, 4 yolks and 1 whole egg there. To our mixing bowl, we're going to add a splash of pure vanilla extract, our egg yolks, some sugar, caster sugar, and just whisk that all up. Adding our milk now. Okay, we just preheated our oven to 180 degrees and we're going to add our custard mixture to our sponge cake and jam mixture. So just put a spoon underneath it, and that way it doesn't hammer it all in one spot. You are going to have to sink these and they will soak up all of that lovely custard, and then we put a layer of meringue over the top. So just push these down, sort of along the lines of a bread and butter pudding, and we're going to bake that for about 20 minutes until it's almost set, not quite set, because when we make our meringue we put it on top and it goes back into the oven, so it doesn't need to be totally cooked at that stage. So into the oven we go. Okay, to a very, very clean stand mixer, we add our egg whites, tiny pinch of cream of tartar, and what that does, it stabilizes the meringue. I'm going to whip this till it's nice and fluffy, gradually adding a bit of caster sugar to make a nice soft glossy meringue. Start off on slow and then get up to high speed. Okay, as you can see, they're just little soft peaks there now, sort of holding its shape. Now we're going to sprinkle in some of our caster sugar and keep beating it until it's completely dissolved, adding more as we go. Okay, that's a lovely soft glossy meringue now. You can hold it upside down and it won't tip out of the bowl. We're just going to scrape down the sides. Make sure that we've got all of the sugar that may have been flicked up back down to where it belongs, and just finish it off until it's really quite glossy. Okay, that meringue is completely finished now. Shake it out of the beater. Really quite stable, you don't have to worry about it now, it's not going to go flat on you, and that's ready for either piping onto your Queen of Puddings, or you can actually just spoon it on and make sure you've got nice high peaks and they'll toast nicely when it's put back into the oven to finish off cooking. See that? Great big spoonful of it and it's not leaving the spoon. That's what you want. Okay, after 20 minutes you can see it's just a little bit wiggly jiggly in the center. Can you see that? It's not quite cooked yet. We're going to pile on our meringue. It's very hot, don't burn yourself on the edge of the bowl. And we're going to pop it back in and cook it until the meringue has got lovely soft brown tips on the peaks. Now don't smooth this all down, it's supposed to be lumpy, little hips and hollows in it. Get it to the edge so that it touches the side, and then just poke it like so until you get some little peaks on the top there, all the way around. And pop it back into the oven until it's nice and golden on top with little brown bits on the tips. Okay, after another 15 minutes and 180 degrees, this is what you should have. It's puffed right up. If you serve that straight away, it'll look like that, but the nature of meringue is if you let it cool down, it'll actually sink down a little bit. But that is why I've used such a tall container, because I wanted to keep it contained. And you can see all the little, they're quite crispy on the edge. Cook it a little bit further if you like, but I don't like the too caramelized flavor that you get from cooking meringue any more than that. But it looks pretty. It uses up a bit of stale cake or some cake that you've just got bits and pieces. It tastes nice and it's a really good winter dessert. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration of Cheekyricho Cooking's Queen of Puddings. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheekyricho Cooking channel, and don't forget to please subscribe, and do come back and visit us again soon. We've got so much more to show you, and we're uploading lots of videos. And thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. And as you can see, the strawberry jam is nice and close to the sides there. It's still incredibly hot. It's visually appealing. You could even put some fresh fruit in there if you like as well. But that's just your classic Queen of Puddings. Thanks for watching. Now I know I'm supposed to wait until after dinner to eat this, but this smells and looks amazing. So I'm going to show you what it looks like inside. We'll just get a large spoon and just scoop our pudding out. You can see our base is quite set now. We've got plenty of meringue on there. Have a little taste, shall we? It's nicely set, very soft and light and airy. Very hot and very delicious. Thanks for watching.